Good afternoon from AfricaCom 2024. I'm here together with Jean-Philippe Gillet, Senior Vice President, Global Sales, Media and Network at Intelsat. Hello Jean-Philippe, nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you again.
Intelsat has pioneered the satellite industry over the last 60 years. What an achievement. Can you tell us a bit more of that journey, connecting the people, bringing in new technologies?
This is a fantastic journey. So this year is a very special year for us, 60 years. We were the first to launch a geostationary satellite to cover the world. And that satellite was launched in 1965. It was called Early Bird, and it's really a fascinating development. The first satellite was carrying one TV channel or 64 voice channels. So if you think about this and all of the innovation after that, it's just incredible. Yeah. So today we are very active in Africa, and I'm really proud to be part of the team attending AfricaCom. We have presence in multiple countries in Africa. We have a very strong team in Africa in 3 different markets where we have offices in Dakar, in Johannesburg and in Kenya. We also have people on the ground providing services. We have more than 20 satellites that are covering the continent. So we provide 100% coverage, and we are really proud being involved in connectivity, distribution of TV, connectivity to mobile equipment, so a lot of activities in Africa.
So Africa remains one of your core markets.
It's a key market, but the potential at the same time is so great.
Yeah, if you look in the future, I mean, we are about to connect the next billion.
That's correct, and we are really gearing up to provide the solutions for this.
Yeah, with this vast history and experience you have, so I'm sure, especially if you look at Africa, you probably were faced many challenges down the road. So can you tell us some of the challenges and how you address them?
The challenges that we have in Africa is more of an economic challenge, also a logistic challenge. There are a lot of large part of the population that's still unconnected. Yeah. We have the technology to offer that. And what we have been developing over time is having feet on the ground, having the facilities that allow us to provide that connectivity to the most rural areas. We have done a great development with in the market of DRC, where we have installed facilities on the ground in order to provide rural connectivity. Okay. We recently announced the expansion of that service in Nigeria. We recently announced the expansion of that service in South Africa. What we are also doing is we have made a significant investment in a company which is called AMN, that today has 4,000 towers in 12 different countries in Africa, covering more than 13 million people. So a lot of challenges, but also a very exciting time where we can cover a lot of people.
So when we look at these challenges, I'm sure it's not easy because it is a challenge. So the geographical infrastructure, this geographical setup of Africa makes it very complicated as well, especially in the rural, semi-rural areas. So was there any specific technology or, let's say, innovation you had to come up with to serve in these underserved areas?
The beauty of what's going on in Africa is there is a lot of innovation. The innovation could be very high-tech and sometimes can be very low-tech. Yeah. And that innovation, which when you look at the telecommunication, you need to think about providing connectivity, making sure that you have enough power to provide the connectivity. Sometimes the innovation will be on the solar panel. Sometimes the innovation will be on the consumption of power that will then make it an effective solution.
Right. Just out of curiosity, so when we look at the continent, we know that we need investments, we need the public sector as well working together with the private sector. What is your take on when we look at the next 5-10 years and we say, look, let's connect the unconnected? Don't you think that the public sector plays a crucial role?
The public sector will play a crucial role in setting up the framework for the mobile network operators that will be the key players to provide the connectivity to the most unconnected. It's going to take a village. Yeah. It's going to take multiple parties that are going to collaborate together on the regulatory side, on providing an incentive, using some of the universal service funds, and then for the private sector to deploy and have the financing, which is also going to be available.
So it's all about partnerships, strong partnerships.
Very strong partnership in order to make it real.
All right, thank you. So what new and exciting innovations is Intelsat developing to further enhance connectivity across Africa?
So if you think about where we started, the first satellite, 64 voice, to moving into high throughput satellite, moving to having on-the-ground facilities, now we are moving into software-defined satellite. We are talking about standardization, we are talking about 5G, we are talking about using the same chipset as the chipset that is used on the ground infrastructure. We are talking about roaming between terrestrial and satellite. You can imagine the future where your phone will be able to roam from one network to the other. It's really going to be a seamless, ubiquitous type of change for the customers to move from one network to another.
All right. Yeah, it's very interesting, especially if you look forward for the next 5 to 10 years, what, let's say, opportunity we still have, which is unlocked.
Correct. Still a lot of potential, and very often we look at the unconnected.
Yeah.
But we have a number of millions of people that are connected but do not have access to broadband.
Yeah.
So you can also upgrade the ability for the customers to connect.
Yeah, very interesting. Congratulations on winning the Africa Sustainable Future Awards in the digital infrastructure category delivered by the Financial Times and the World Bank. Can you tell us a bit more what it means for you as a company with such a history to receive this award?
Providing connectivity is really part of our DNA. And the impact that it has on people, healthcare, education, social inclusion, financial inclusion. This is really very important what we are doing. And we have people on the ground that are doing an amazing job. The services that we describe in Burkina Faso, services where we reach locations that are far away, locations that are difficult, very difficult and sometimes dangerous to reach. And we are really proud, and this is a testament for all of our team. Not the team that's based out of London or Washington, DC or Luxembourg, the team that are doing the work on the ground.
So it's also very important for you to empower locals and the people and company partners on site.
This is what it takes. It takes to have local people that are supporting the effort, local partnership in order to make it happen.
So just out of curiosity, when we look towards the next 5 to 10 years, are you optimistic about our digital transformation process in Africa, or do you think we still have a long way to go?
I'm very optimistic. I'm very optimistic because you have a very young population.
Yeah. Over 50% are below 30 in Africa.
And you also have incredible innovation. I mean, e-money. This is an innovation that was created in Africa and now is spreading outside of Africa. So the level of innovation makes it really an exciting time.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. It was a pleasure meeting you again.
Thank you very much.
That was TechAfrica News from AfricaCom 2024. You can find more on techafricanews.com.